What's up, good people? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Isaac Insights. Thank you so much for your continuous support. Yes, and good people, it's a nice day in the village. We are still here, still struggling in and out as normal, as human beings, each and every day. Lazima tupambane. We thank God. The second in sasa ni ile tunaita second half of the year. Mahindi ndio hiyo ishatokelezea. As you can see also on the other side, mahindi shafika hapa, meaning in the next 2-3 weeks tutakuwa tuko na mahindi ya kukula. You understand, we come from this western part of Kenya where eating ugali is like even not a career, because a career unaweza futwa kidogo. Sisi na ugali ni kama tu hewa yetu. So we thank God for that. Everything is okay. So good people, today I'm making this video. I want to talk to someone who lives in town. I want to talk to someone who feels like building in the village is waste of money. I want to talk to you. Well, the reason why I'm making this video is just to advise you. Maybe you have this feeling that building a mansionette or building a bungalow in the village is a waste of money. Then for me, I will advise that it's better at least to have somewhere kitu ikifanyika kwenu. Unajua, even me the last week I was telling people we were attacked in the village. Watu wamerudi kutoka Nairobi wakikuja nyumbani. So there comes a time yenye inahitajika at least ukue nyumbani. That's why we are advising you can at least build something so that in case of anything unakuja nyumbani unajificha pale. So this video I want to talk about a semi-permanent house. And our semi-permanent in this case, si lazima iwekwe simiti, si lazima ifanyiwe plastering. And I believe that if you have 250,000 you can build a big house. By the nyumba mabati 55 ni nyumba kubwa, ni kama hii hii yenye iko hapa. Hii ndio mimi nilijengea my parents huko juu. It's a big house. So what can you do if you feel building a bungalow in the village is a mistake? Unaweza jenga ka semi permanent kama haka, na quotation ya kujenga such a semi permanent is here. So building for me I will say you can start with building the first stage. Uende ukae mahali huko, even after 1 year, after 2 years, ndio utakuja uweke plaster. Pia venye unajipanga pole pole. Because building should not be like 100 meters yenye unakimbizana na time at I ran under 10 seconds. It should not be. So what do you need for the first phase? By the way, people I always see comments, someone saying, oh, I can't waste this amount of money kwa matope. But good friends or good people, when you are building a semi-permanent, the part that eats a lot of your money, it is just that first part. The first part where you have to buy iron sheets. Because even if you are building a permanent house, even if you are building a semi-permanent house, when you go to buy 55 iron sheets, it will cost you same amount, whichever the kind of house. So for our first part, it can go up to 250,000. That is mpaka kumaliza hiyo first part before uanze mambo ya plastering. So you need 70 pieces of posts. 70 pieces of post. If it's good, if you go to a hardware, they need to be 200 shillings each. So a total of 14,000 for posts. Unaona pesa kama hiyo. If you are building a permanent house, hiyo ni pesa kununua zile mbao za lintel. Are we together? But also, if you decide kununua miti, I always say that ukinunua miti, it should be cheap, because 70 post, I'm sure inafaa upate na miti 5,000. Na maybe wakupasulie na 3,000 ama 4, so a total of 9,000, you save around 5,000. That is the procedure of what we always advise those of us who come from the village. And then frames, you need you need 800 feet, which will cost you approximately 24,000. But 24,000 kama umeenda kwa hardware or timber yard. But kama unanunua tu from locals, it will be 24,000 inafaa ikupatie 4.2 na 3.2, because our 3.2 in this case is 700 feet, which will cost you 17,500. That is if you are buying those frames from timber yard. But if you decide to buy a tree, and also let me advise someone, it is not a must that you use cypress for roofing when it comes to semi-permanent. By the way, I know it's surprising, someone will be shocked, but my house hii mnaona hapa, mimi nilifanya roofing na eucalyptus, na ndio hiyo iko haijaanguka. So sometimes si lazima ikuwe cypress, because cypress is always expensive, specifically to those of us who comes from this area where the main trees are eucalyptus. So you can use eucalyptus na utafaulu. And then iron sheets, I've said you will need 55 pieces, that is 3 meters. Most likely they will cost you 93,500. And then ridges, you need 20 pieces, which will cost you 10,000. By the way, when you are talking about iron sheets, ridges must be prioritized also. You will need them. However, mtu mwenye anatumia mabati normal corrugated iron sheets, fundi anaweza tengeneza mabati 2-3 kukua ridges. But on our mathematics tunaweka tu so that anyone who decide to do this haendi akiwa na wasiwasi. Then you will need roofing nails. Roofing nails will cost you 2,400 because we'll need 8 kgs. And then the ordinary nails will cost you 6 inches. We need 5 kgs, which will cost you 1,000 shillings. And then 5 inches, we'll need 8 kgs, which will cost you 1,600 shillings. 4 inches, 10 kgs, 2,000. 3 inches, 6 kgs, 1,200. 2.5 inches, 5 kgs, 1,000. 2 inches, 5 kgs, 1,000. 2 steel door, because steel doors are also important. You just need to have 20,000. 20,000 will be safe. Uweke mbele double, nyuma uweke single, and then that will cost you 20,000. That's maximum price. You can get it at affordable price. Remember, when you are doing a semi-permanent, mlango pia si lazima uweke chuma ile ya tubes. Unaweza weka tu zile milango za medium, kwa sababu hapo ndio uko. And then windows, will need 5 of them. I have approximated them for 25,000. However, I understand it will be low because dirisha moja inakuwa around 5 by 5. Zile ziko sitting room. Bedroom unaweka 3.5 by 3.5, which will cost you around 4K. So 25 is also good for our approximation. Yes, and then some frames plus 12,000 miscellaneous, right? So for that phase, you will find yourself that you will spend 225,000. This 225,000, I have included labor. The reason why I'm saying so, when you are building a 55 iron sheets semi-permanent house, 225,000 will include labor. However, you need to add more 25,000 so that it just be 250,000 for that first phase, to cater for some little expenses that always arise. So we are saying that you can build that house, uache nyumba ikauke. Nyumba ikisha kauka uende, it's not a must also you start immediately. Unaweza kaa hata ikiwa 1 year na ukuje uanze mambo ya plastering of that house. You know, the problem that we always face ni ile tunasema ninataka kuanza na kujenga mara moja mpaka nimalize. That way you will always see construction as expensive. Lakini ukijiambia I want to do my internal walls, you do the plastering, you will need like I think 30 bags of cement or 40 bags of cement. Unamalizana na ndani, unatoka nje kidogo. So I can give you the quotation also for plastering so that you can prepare, but with 250,000 you have that house for the first phase. Alafu ndio twende plastering. Plastering you need 100 bags of cement which will cost you 87,000. And then ballast you need 14 tons to do your flooring. Your flooring is also important. Then polythene paper, 1 roll, you need 32. Is it 200 or 2200? It's 2200. Then sand you will need 52 tons, will be enough, 55,000. And then chicken wire you will need 6 rolls, long 3 meters long zikuwe zile mrefu, 15k, that's the approximate price. Goose wire 2 meters, that's 200 shillings. PVC waste pipe you will need 1 full length, which is 1200 bob. Then for your walls, if you decide to go with coast calcium, for this house I will advise you can just go with coast calcium to save, because once you go with coast calcium or lime, wall yako inakuwa ready for rangi, haikuwi na mambo ya skimming. Hii skimming wachia watu wa permanent, huyo ndio mtu ana azina hata kama ni ngumu, but anaweza jipanga anunue, because skimming is also expensive. People also need to know that if you just do plastering na weke coast calcium, huwa inakuwa cheap kidogo. So the total for that one will be those material, it will be 164,000 ukinunua hizo vitu hivyo. But I've said the person I'm advising is this person who feel like building in the village is a waste of money. You can just build that house na nyumba ibomwe vizuri ndani na nje, so that in case of emergency in the village and you are coming, uanze kusumbua watu nilale kwako, or when your visitors come hawana hata mahali pa kuweka bags zile wamebeba. You can just do that, ujenge nyumba yako hivyo, then utengeneze floor, ukoroge floor, because kukoroga floor ni simiti 10 na mchanga kidogo na kokoto, unakoroga floor. So wageni wakikuja at least wanaweka pale. So the title of this video will be building a 2-bedroom semi-permanent house with 250,000. The reason being, this is a disclaimer, you am advising someone mwenye hatafanya plastering. If you do plastering, I've given you the quotation for plastering. It will be around 164,000 for material, and then labor. By the way, labor for that house haifai kuenda sana. Hiyo labor inafai kuwe 60,000. Mtu akikuomba over 60,000 itakuwa expensive kidogo, but it needs to be 60,000. And also, I will keep on telling you this so that you also understand that sometimes in this field, someone can see, oh, umependa kazi yangu, Isaac anaona umependa kazi yake, akuja kuwekea labor ingine ya ajabu. So you also need to be on standby, watch out, watch this video, and at the end of the day, you are the one who will benefit. Good people up to there, I say thank you so much. Mungu awabariki. Mungu awabariki familia zenu na kila kitu mnachofanya. Asanteni sana.